Yo, yo, yo. What's up, what's up? Welcome back to the DAS Champions League, as 24 players are fighting it out to find out who will become the second ever DAS Champions League winner after Pixelandi in Season 1. We have 3 matches for you tonight. We're gonna start with TegaMech versus Liolio. Then we're gonna go to Scotto versus Malin, and then to finish it off, we're gonna have Matt Martin versus Switchy. Let's take a look at the league standings. Just need to click something here real quick, and here, and there we go. So Tega really looking forward for a win to have any chances at top 12. A win here might not even be enough, but we'll see. Could be enough for 11th at the time being, and that's Tega's last match, so has to make it count. Liolio currently with 7 points, so wow, so could actually match could have major implications, as Tega could actually overtake Liolio here in the standings with enough game difference, and that would be very, very interesting. But yeah, Liolio definitely wants a draw at least here to guarantee himself top 12. Would be able to overtake Alex T as well, so I think a draw would be enough, but a win is definitely your goal. What's up, Tugi? What's up, Eliwa? What's up, chats? Meke. That's not very nice. This is what I have for you, Tugi. This is all I can reply with. And yeah, I have it here actually, just there like this. Yeah. Damn, IRL coaching. What's up, Captain? Yeah, unfortunately, the rules don't have anything against that. So, for the time being, I mean, Tugi can say whatever he wants to Tega, but does Tugi really want to help Tega out? That's the thing, like, I'm not sure if he even has good intentions. Nah, but on a serious note, we do trust the judgments of both Tega and Tugi. That this won't be a mind meld thingy going on there. I mean, like, Tugi's not even a DOS player anymore, so he can only hinder Tega's performance, honestly. So I'd say we have nothing to worry about. So yeah, let me know when you're ready, and I can give you guys the seeds. We do have 3 matches today, and I'm gonna have to play a match afterwards as well, and so yeah, I wanna go as smooth as possible. Want to have some time to like make some foods, like have some time to get ready for the match against Sofa, hosted by Omen Park in 4 hours from now. So The very like Tega actually could have burned that with the J flip the other way. That was like a series of really nifty tucks there. Alright, we have ready from Liolio. Tega and Tugin discussing their strategies before the match starts. Should be readying up any minute now. I do. And you won easily. Will the same thing happen again today? I think that's like the plot for this game. Yeah, you beat. You been. That's right. That's right. Even Prime Alan Bot couldn't go. You were too strong for him. You played like 2,000 miles away from home, and it didn't even show. Like, so yeah, Tega's capture is just a bit dark, but I can put it brighter. But then I'm gonna make everything brighter. So let's see what happens here. I can do this, yeah. I think this helps. I don't know if this helps or not. Damn. You beat Prime Luis afterwards? What was that in? Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a seed. Seed is A3 D9 C9. So yeah, feel free to put it in and we can get the action started. I will. Easy shit. Bam. Alright, we have it ready from Liolio, just waiting on Tega to finish his warm-up. And then, yeah, we can have game number 1 underway. What's up, Scotto? What does that mean, like? Alright. Just waiting on the ready from Tega. There we go. We can finally start game number 1. Best of luck to both players in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Of course, we do want to get people excited for DCL Champions League. Oh, nice adjustment there for Liolio. Liolio with the cleaner start here as Tega, although with a clean stack, has to take a lot of burns on the right side. We'll have the lower efficiency to start things off with. Gonna go for 30 Tetris here, 2 rows up. Gonna get it, so gonna maximize efficiency here with that 30 Tetris there. And yeah, only 2 burns roughly to separate both players, so you could say a close-ish start here. $149 for Liolio, $124 for Tega. Tega a little bit of early struggle here, but that J will very nice split double there. Not a nice burn with J. The dash for Tega just has a 2 high hold to take care of. Could build on top. But yeah, beautiful triple there. Gonna get the part fill dependency and can start building again for Tetris on the right. That was really good timing for L, and Tega took the opportunity there. Ooh, Liolio's gonna hang a bar on the left. Is gonna be able to reopen the well, and another long bar will be there for the rescue. Can safely get a long bar off to the left side, no worries whatsoever. A little bit of a scare, but yeah. Not a long bar was able to show in time. 230 for Tega, 251 for Liolio. No sabotage there whatsoever from Tugi on display, so I don't think Captain has anything to worry about. But yeah, 277 for both players, so it is actually now a tight game as Liolio's efficiency took a bit of a hit with that hang the long bar on column 2. Nice J there for Liolio. Won't be in a position to score a Tetris though, has to go Z flat on the left, creating another hole. Gonna be able to get a bar for a triple, will only be able to get a triple again. So we'll burn the hole from the top and might get a Tetris here on row 2. Still working on trying to set up really nice bar on column 4 to go into J, nicely on columns 1, 2, 3. The true definition of a Andy bar, you could say. And there you go, Tetris for Liolio, 336. TegaMech having a bit of a lead now at 374. What's up, AV? Hello, hello. I personally don't think like good morning is dependent on time per se. It's more dependent on like the mood of the moment in a way. So like it's still fair to say it even though if it's like 8 p.m. $4-12 for Tega, 4-13 for Liolio. So neck and neck game here once again. There have been instances where a player has built a 1-2 Tetris lead, but it has gone back to an even game right away once again. Yeah, time is meaningless. It is definitely not a constant as well. So yeah, we're approaching transition for both players. Less than 10 lines away from both of them, as they are very, very close from a 500k transition. Leo transitions at 492. If Tega can get this last Tetris, he will in fact transition with a 500k. There it is. 513 transition for Tega, so transitioning 30,000 points ahead of Liolio. Tetris for Tega. Leo takes a nice double and with a Tetris as well. So yeah, very decent start from both players to post. Leo had a bit of a misdrop. Gonna turn this one into central perhaps, which is gonna take double and start building on the right again. Tega Tetris ready. Same for Liolio. Nice 8 high quick tap of the T and the Tetris. 556 versus 618 for Tega. Liolio had to hit that 8 high and got it. Interesting Aki bar there for Tega. Gonna get another one over for the Tetris. Tega trying to go for a column 3 setup. Liolio keeping the efficiency on the right side. 666 for Liolio. 655 for Tega, so Liolio taking the lead here for the time being. Oh, and Tega didn't get the double with the L, but was able to burn with the long bar that came in the next pieces. And there was a 5 and below in the middle of that, which I missed. My apologies. Tega column 3 setup here. Gonna have to take the triple, the delayed triple, reopens the well, but is out of Tetris readiness now. This column 3 just hasn't been favorable for Tega. Liolio at 756, Tega at 676. Liolio now 100,000 points ahead. In like what, 1 or 2 levels, it's now almost a 100,000 point shift, which is pretty insane. Nice flat burn with the L there for Liolio. Tetris for Liolio, 823. Tega gets the Tetris to go up to 743. Tega long bar dependent here. Gonna get it. Ooh, but yeah, has to try to set up some flat burn. He does, but now options are very, very limited. Can't get the long bar to column 3, and Tega will be done at 749. Disaster happening there as Liolio is good for game number 1, 865. with a decent shot at a max out here, you could say. Let's see if Liolio can get it. Has 4 burns for the max out before kill sprint, and look at that amazing draw here right before it happens. I mean, there's nothing. Oh my gosh, there was no bar there for Liolio. What is this drought here? There we go, finally! Liolio gets it over, 9-11. It's gonna require 1 in kill screen here, or like 2 triples. 983. Can Liolio somehow get some more points here? Gets the S to the left. L. There's the L for Liolio. Oh, we're gonna lose DAS on the J, and that will be at 992. Only a triple away. GG's. I think Tugi is just having a good time. I don't know, I wasn't watching. I was actually like more interested in seeing if Liolio could max rather than watching Tugi's antics, so I apologize. But yeah, game 1 goes to Liolio, a very well fought match. Liolio just started to run away with it in post, and Tega just topped out 100,000 points behind. Yeah, B4 is the new seeds. We have Raid and Tega. And they're ready from Liolio, so we can start game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, we got a I'm contacting you regarding your car's extended warranty. Wow, that is something that doesn't happen every day right there. Maybe something rare will happen in this match, and this is just the previous warning, who knows. Tega with a very dependent start here, long bar and the J required, and not getting either of them, so has to create some holes here. And actually resolve rather nicely here, getting some nice pieces afterwards. Tega going for a column 8 setup here. Nice stuck there for Liolio. Very, very high. Tega waiting on the bar for the column 8 setup here. There it is. And still ready for one more, and the perfect ult transfer was possible there for a second. Unfortunately, it won't happen for now. No Vits possibility there for Tega, unfortunately, because if there was a bar next, that would have been like such a nice central Vits. 147 for Tega, 150 for Liolio. Ooh, 500 below from Liolio, let's go. I did catch that one. Very, very nice. $202 for Liolio, 192 for Tega. But with the same line counts, Tega actually has a half a Tetris seed here. So slightly more efficient start for Tega. $272 for Liolio, $284 for Tega. So very, very good paces from both players. If they keep this up, we might see double 600k transitions here, or around that. Oh my gosh. Is it Tsugi who's actually playing now? Damn. What is happening there? Like, are they trying to get like 20 Hz stats by combining their efforts? Who knows, who knows. What I do know is that Liolio has 365, Tega has 343. Like, if Elio were to join, you could perhaps get 30 Hz DAS in there. Ooh, Tega could have actually gotten a dirty Tetris there, but that was hard to spot. 404 for Tega, 438 for Liolio. Very efficient play from both players. Neither player going into too much danger. Guess the bar timing for the most part has been okay as well. Nice flat burn setup there with the T and the S for Liolio. When Tega not getting the J for fill the pants, he finally gets it. There you go. Or it goes back to a tolerable state. Could have waited for the L there to put it to the left. That is not an easy thing to do there. Sets up for the Tetris and gets it. Ooh, Aki bar there for the central for Tega. Gonna take the triple rather than starting to set up on the center close before transition, as we are less than 10 lines away to the transition. Liolio can still get one more Tetris. Tega can still get two more, 557 versus 507. Liolio with the lead and transitioning at 581. Tega transitioning at 513, so Liolio with almost an 80,000 point lead going into transition. Nice T adjustment into Tetris readiness there for the square for Tega. Worked out really, really well. 665 for Liolio, 550 for Tega, and Liolio, especially in the later stages of his DCL season, the 19 play has looked very, very close to flawless. Able to get again 100,000 point leads very early into transition. Another one for Liolio, 727 versus Tega's 584. Tega already behind by 140,000 points. Oh my gosh, the delayed burn setup there from Liolio. Very, very high level moves there. As Tega's left side is cut off and he'll be done at 592. Liolio at 791 is good for game 2. And it is now Liolio 2, Tega no. GG's. 820 at level 23. Comfortable 1.1 pace here. Not even having a 600k transition, so very, very efficient start to Liolio's post here. Tetris ready here, but oh, there we go. The bar arrives before things get too spicy there, just needing a T. Well, now really needs a T for the tuck. Oh, gets the T-spin. Oh my gosh. Amazing DOS control here from Liolio, with everything going on there in the middle. Oh my gosh! That could actually be such a smart overhang. Liolio needing a J here. Ooh, but can hang the square, losing DOS on the square, and topping out at 900,000. If Tugi leaves, Tega will probably play Baron max out every game. Well, is that something Tsugi is willing to do? We have it ready from both players. We can start game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Game 3 underway here. Liolio already with 2 Tetrises. Tega with a burn taken so far. So in the past 2 games, Tega just hasn't been able to match Liolio's efficiency in posts. And has gotten into situations where he has fallen behind by over 100,000 points, which is very, very hard to chase down. Because the games on 18 haven't been that uneven. Right, so Liolio at 229, 42 lines, at Tega at 152, so Liolio with a really, really good efficiency here. That is 2 burns if I'm not mistaken here. Now 3, if I could be wrong on that, because I haven't been doing those kind of mats for a long time. $2-1 for Tega, 298 for Liolio. So 321 and 59. Is that 3 burns still? Or is that 7? I think 7 is too much, yeah. Ooh, nice flat burn there for Liolio. If an L or a J comes up quickly, this is going to be very, very nice here. We'll run out of spots there for that S. Tega's board looking a little bit Monka S here, going to get a bar for the triple. There's a dirty Tetris for Tega though, 245. Liolio at 398. His pace has reduced a little bit, but still having almost 400k at 80 lines. Very, very decent stuff there. Tega looking for Liolio looking for another J. He's gonna get it. As Tega is working on uncovering this row 2 setup, waiting for the L. Got like 2 J's there. Has thrown the S to the right, missing the quick tap on the L, and that will be it for Tega, 251. Oh no, that is a very, very unfortunate way to go out. Liolio at 450 is good, and we'll take game number 3. GG's. We have it ready from both players, so we can start game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. first early top out in set, and unfortunately for Tega, that means that he will not be able to win this set anymore. The best he can hope for is a draw by winning the next 3 games in a row. If Liolio wins this one, he's gonna win. One of the next 3 he's gonna win and probably secure a place in the top 12. Well, I wish we had the probabilities thing set up like in CTL. But it should be 100% with a win here. Deep Shock 01, rating with a party of 3. Hello, hello. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you had some awesome DAS action. And now you're just in time for some more DAS action. This is the first match of this 3-match super stream, on which we will make huge steps into discovering who will make the top 12, I would say. Like this match, for example, can have major implications as this is Tega's and Liolio's last match and could play a factor here. Sup, Dan? GG's on not bottling it. Oh, the JD spin there for Tega. Very, very useful there. 118 for Liolio, 108 for Tega, so a rather inefficient start from both players in this one. Akibar there for Liolio on column 1, currently going for a row 2, column 2 setup.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that L doesn't burn there actually, but will be resolved soon here. There you go, touch for Liolio, 184, Tega at 206. Ooh, very dependent board, but setting up a really nice delayed burn with the L there. Doing the best of what he can with the pieces given here. Yeah, really nice delayed burn with the J there as well. Ooh, doesn't take the triple with the J there, but the Z and the long bar will also do the same. Leo is adjusting for the tuck of the J there. Tetris in the center well, 258. 258 as well for Tega. Although 7 lines behind there, so Tega with the lead in pace for the time being. Ooh, nice sequence of tucks there for Liolio, almost back to back. And the pull vault of the Z there as well. Very, very high level move, high level stuff there from Liolio. 308, Tega with a column 8 Tetris to go up to 352. And we'll get the perfect well transfer back to the right side. Nicely done. 403 for Liolio, 422 for Tega. Tega getting a nice J there for the tuck. Liolio having to improvise a little bit there with that L piece. Gonna reopen the right side. We couldn't use that bar because covered the well with that L piece. So waiting on another bar here. Only 5 lines away from transition. And there you go. Liolio will transition at 439. Tega still has some time to get there. Can get one more Tetris here and potentially get a 500k transition. And Tega will transition just short at a 499. Tetris right after to go up to 523. So this time Tega has a 60,000 point lead. So it will be this time Liolio the one who will be playing from behind for the time being, at least. Tetris for Tega 557. Liolio with a Tetris 523. Liolio 6 lines ahead though. Oh my gosh, a triple flip of the L. Very, very good stuff there. Tega not getting an L or a J there. And that could be very, very detrimental. Gets the T all the way over left. And there you go. Reopens the right side. Tega waiting on the bar for the Tetris here. Getting the L to the left side there. Ooh, took the triple, so couldn't use that bar for the Tetris. And the bar not showing, there it is. Tetris for Tega 601. Liolio at 587. Still 6 lines ahead though. Bad timing there on those bars for Liolio. Couldn't do anything too productive with them. Yeah, and there we go. Tetris for Liolio, Tetris for Tega. 625 for Liolio, 640 for Tega. And Liolio for a second taking the lead here. However, ahead by 6 to 7 lines here. Tega couldn't get that long bar all the way left, so that left side is looking inaccessible right now. And he's running out of burns here. Nice double with the L, still able to get a Tetris. And now the board is back into a reasonable shape once again. 722 for Liolio, 737 for Tega. Very, very close game, but Tega still having the overall lead here. Liolio not going for the triple there. Yeah, forcing to burn here as the long bar isn't in sight. There it is, Tetris for Liolio. Tega as well with 1. 802 for Tega, 825 for Liolio, but 11 lines ahead there. So Tega has the advantage here in this one. There's at least 3 more Tetrises available, which are worth around 35,000 points here. Liolio running out of time here. Only 2 Tetrises available with 866. Tega is at 847, still at level 27. So Liolio has to get these last 2 Tetrises and hope it's enough. There's one for Liolio, 901. Tega with 1, 881. And Liolio will go to kill screen at 937. Able to get 1 or 2 more lines here. Tega is at 917. The Tetris will give him the win here. And he's ready for it. We're going to remove himself out of Tetris readiness, but is able to set it up again. Keeps the well open, and there is Tetris for Tega. 958 is enough, and he will be able to barely stay alive and take game number 4. GG's. What a game there. Very, very close. Wow. Tega having that lead going into transition was a determining factor there, as Liolio was actually able to have a better 19 in terms of efficiency, but it just wasn't enough. By less than a Tetris. What a game. I'm ready from both players, so we can start game 5 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, so we're underway with game 5 here. Game 4 definitely being the closest so far. Very, very close until the very, very end. And Tega just getting that extra, that Tetris at the very end to win it. Yo, Adam Irish Experience trading with a party of 17. Welcome on in. You're just in time for game 5 of the DAS Champions League matchup here between Liolio and TegaMech. And then we're gonna have 2 more matches coming up between Scotto and Captain and Swishy and Matt Martin. So stay tuned for those. Could have a lot of things decided into who goes to the top 12 today and the playoff phase. What's up to Mello? Hola. $252 for Tega with a Sharky T there, I believe, if you could call it that. Liolio at $199. I just said that's yeah, it's Boxy 3210. Yeah, there are many conspiracy theories about this match, who's playing who. All I know for sure are the scores. They usually are honest. 313 for Liolio, 330 for Tega. Boa noite. Yo, what's up, 3-2s? What was going on over there on your stream? Yes. Yes, Adam. We can talk about that later. 408 for Liolio, 411 for Tega. So yeah, very efficient game here for both players. In this game number 5, we could see a 600k transitions for at least one player here. Ooh, interesting tuck setup there for Liolio with for the spin actually. Gonna work 528 for Liolio, 501 for Tega. Liolio adjusting for the bar there. Liolio transitioning at 600k, so able to get it. TegaMech one line away from transition. Will transition so at 573. So at 1.5 Tetris lead here roughly for Liolio. When Liolio with a misdrop of a Z piece there, I believe. Would love an L for the tuck here, but probably, and there it is, the L there. Oh, but missing the tuck. Oh no. So yeah, shouldn't be much of an issue, but it is causing some valuable lines as Tega is able to get a Tetris. 627 for Tega, 620 for Liolio. Liolio setup on column 4. TegaMech trying to reopen the left, getting the J over to the left here. Keeps the well open, but no longer with Tetris readiness there here. In fact, both players struggling because of center wells here. 632 for Liolio, 641 for Tega. Tega still with the lead here. Liolio scrambling, able to get pieces in left and right. Reopens the well. Tetris for Liolio, 664. Tega at 648. Tetris for Tega, 677. Wow. Amazing survival there from both players. Amazing DOS control there. Tega getting the J to the left there. Tetris ready, both players Tetris ready. Tetris for Tega and for Liolio. 730 for Liolio, 714 for Tega. Liolio with half a Tetris lead here. Has been a very, very close game throughout 19. $800 for Liolio, 807 for Tega. Both players just on max out pace here. Tetris for Tega going to 26 at 842. Liolio at 804. Liolio not getting the LPs for the middle of the board here. Oh, and that T doesn't actually burn there. So this is going to take a long time before Liolio can get back into scoring position, and Tega is in the position to run away with it. 920 for Tega, 846 for Liolio. Only a double for Liolio. I can't really see because of level 27. But it doesn't look like Liolio is making much progress, so he has to set up for something here. Oh my gosh, it's set up and gets a dirty Tetris. 887, Tega at 960. I believe it is out of reach for Liolio despite these amazing efforts. Another dirty Tetris, but it's just way too far now as Tega is at 995. 998! And yo, he gets the max out on 29. Let's go. Let's go. What a finish. Liolio just ran into some traffic at 26 and couldn't yeah, the efficiency just dropped unfortunately there. Amazing dirty Tetris there from Liolio, able to get to, what was that, like 7 rows up? It just wasn't enough there. Tega with a very efficient late post there, and that was the difference maker there. It is Liolio 2, Liolio 3, Tega 2, which means that Tega now has a shot at making the comeback, La Remontada for the draw. But will Liolio be able to close it out in game 6? We are ready from both players, so we can start game number 4 in 3, 2. Game number 6 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Dude, can you turn off Anad's PC from 2020? It's quite loud in that room. What? The command doesn't work. Do we have it like this? Does this one work? Oh, it's just with the wrong one. Okay, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I can change that in a second, yeah. 99,000 for Liolio, 142 for Tega. Liolio with the line spin though, let's go. No Tugi spin this time from Liolio. Tugi, of course, the pioneer of the Tugi spin, which we'll see if we'll see one in display today. $198 for Liolio, 197 for TegaMech at 220, as both players have crossed 50 lines. So a Tetris lead for Tega in the early stages, nice 30 Tetris there for Tega as well. Yeah, this game can definitely have major implications for Liolio. Tega is unfortunately not in contention of making the top 12, but could definitely spoil it for Liolio, as a draw here might be just short once we've known the results of more matches. We got 342 for Liolio, 316 for Tega. Ooh, Tega didn't need to go for that Aki bar there, but the pieces that follow fortunately aren't going to be too helpful there. Aren't going to be too unhelpful. Tega getting out of that situation rather quickly there. Que tu queres, pá? What does he want right now? Like, he's interrupting game number 6 of a match that could have massive implications for playoffs. That's not very nice from him. I'll be back in a second. $481 for Tega, $486 for Liolio. Ooh, rough long bar placement there for Tega, but fortunately another long bar is going to show up for the left side and another one for the Tetris, so it all works out. Liolio could actually get a 600k transition still here, or very, very close to it, and same for Tega. Well, they unfortunately took one burn too many there, but the same count beat set for Tega. It could be back-to-back 600k transitions if I'm not mistaken. The early transition is 580. And Tega will transition at 621, so there we go. Another 600k transition in this game here. Tetris for Tega, 676. Liolio at 687. Tetris for Liolio. Very, very efficient play here from both players in posts. Ooh, Tega going for the delayed burn, which didn't quite work out there for the time being, at least. Gonna get a nice L to the right side there. And yeah, able to fix the board. There we go. Tetris for Tega. Tetris for Liolio. 803 at level 23. Almost on 1.2 pace, you could say there. Tega at 744 is 60,000 points behind, but with a very tolerable pace as well. Nice triple there for Tega. Liolio reopening the well as well. Dashes for Liolio, 873. Tega at 814. But Tega unfortunately going through some digging here, as Liolio has a clean stack here, so Tega needs to hurry up and get the stack back in the scoring position here. Tega with a Tugi spin apparently there in the middle of that. Liolio at 945, Tega at 856, not in the position to score here, and this is valuable time that is going away here. Liolio at 985 has 4 Tetris available. Tega with a Tetris on row 2, trying to stay in this, and another one, and with one burn will reset the stack back to regular. Liolio with a max out on 28 though, and has a shot at getting a 1.1 here before kill screen. Tega with a Tetris 966. It is a 60,000 point lead for Liolio with the same amount of Tetris available. Liolio gets one 859. Going to kill screen at 895, only 3,000 points away from the 1.1. Only one single away, and gonna get the 1.1 B00. Tega going into kill screen at 848. Is going to require 2 Tetrises here somehow to win this one, and I'm not sure what he can do. Damn, what a finish! 2 back-to-back amazing games, and this was le crème de la crème. Wow. Casual 520 post there from Liolio as well. What a game. Liolio is going to be able to book his spot in the top 12 playoffs. Had a very rough start to the season, but was able to get some wins when he needed to, and with that he will be moving on to the playoffs. Same can't be said for Tega. Had a really amazing season 1, finishing second, but just couldn't keep it up this season. Had some tough games against some tough opponents. But yeah, at least cheating Liolio on all good vibes, which is what matters the most. Thank you for reporting the game, Hannah. We will take a look at the standings here. Let's see if they're updated. They are. Tega finishes the season currently on 18th place with 4 points. Yeah, that was back-to-back max outs. I forgot. Damn, yeah. Tega getting back-to-back max outs and only being able to win one of those games. That is very, very unfortunate. Tega definitely playing much better on the second half of the set as well, it has to be said. And was able to match Liolio for most of it, but Liolio with the clutch 1.1 on game 4 there, on game 6. So what does this do to the standings? Liolio finishes the season with 10 points, currently in 7th place. 10 points should be more than enough for the playoffs. But yeah, that was amazing action there. The first 3 games they didn't go all the way, but other than that, the other ones were insane. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna need to do like a 5 to 10 minute intermission as I need to move my setup around. So, are you guys ready to go, Captain Scotto? So you guys can have like a little bit of time to warm up in the meantime. So yeah, we're gonna go into a commercial break as well, and I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.